Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Bhavya Physics. Today I'm going to share with you how time management helps you to score 70 out of 70 in coming midterm exams. So this video is for both first PU as well as for second PU. Yes, time management helps you to score 70 of 70 if you follow this video. If this video is helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Now, here I am going to divide two parts. One is during study holidays and second one is during exams. So please follow these tips and definitely you will get good marks. Now, so during study holidays, so I hope many of you got study holidays. Please comment in the comment section from when you are getting study holidays or whether you have already got study holidays. Yes. In these study holidays, so you have to read 2 hours, minimum of 2 hours per subject. And after one subject, give half an hour of break. Okay, half an hour break. And next subject. Okay, so like that, 2 hours for each subject, so you have to give. Then minimum of 2 hours if you get for one subject, then at least you can read one chapter thoroughly. Okay. So how many chapters you are having? So in first PU there are almost 7 to 8 chapters, and in second PU physics also there are one part, that is 7 to 8 chapters, right? So almost you need to take 7 days, that is 1 week, to complete this revision. So if you spend 2 hours, minimum of 2 hours, you have to read one chapter completely with the derivation, statement, numericals. Okay, so it is better to give 2 hours per subject and half an hour gap. Okay, and then after lunch it is always advised to take one power nap. Okay, power nap is only for 15 to 20 minutes. You should set your alarm just for 15 to 20 minutes. You have to take power nap. Power nap boosts your memory power and it improves your cognitive performance, and so you can do well in solving the numericals. Your skills in solving numericals also enhances. Okay, so that is better to take power nap for 15 to 20 minutes. And so 6 subjects you can complete in one day. Okay, you have to plan accordingly so that you can complete 6 subjects in a day. Okay, by the end of the day, you can complete all 6 subjects. And 7 days you have to read like this, so that in 7 days you plan to complete all the chapters. For example, if there are 7 chapters, 7 days enough, so that in one day you are reading one chapter thoroughly. Okay, thoroughly means everything should be covered. You have to read the textbook and question and answer. Diagram you have to practice. If there is a graph or diagram, practice that. Whatever is there. So statement, 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks, derivations, numerical problem. Practice the formula. Okay, make one formula chart and write mind map. So each chapter should be completed in a day. If there are 14 chapters, then 2 chapter has to be completed in a one day. That means in 2 hours you have to complete 2 chapters, like that. Okay, so plan accordingly. And so in 7 days if you complete all these chapters, then you have to go through PYQs. So in remaining days, if you find more than 7 days, so if there are 15 days of holidays, study holidays, then in remaining days you plan like this. See, you have to solve PYQs. At least 3 to 4 previous year question papers you should solve after studying. See, after revision only you have to practice this. Okay, so you have to set the alarm or time limit. So for example, if you are taking one previous year midterm paper, means you have to give 3 hours for that, continuous 3 hours. So within that 3 hours you have to answer all the questions. Okay, so you have to take the time, within time limit, solve the previous year question papers. It is always advised to solve more than 3 to 4 papers, students. So please go through the previous years and work out that. Okay, so here I'll just give you more advice for this 2 hour subject, so 2 hours per subject. So if you are waking up at 5 o'clock means, say you should start reading from 6. So here 6 to 8 you have to read one subject. See, any one subject which is interesting, you read that. Any one subject. For example, physics, if you read physics, 6 to 8. And after breakfast, you take half an hour of time, so have a breakfast, and then 8:30 to 10:30. You are reading another subject. For example, English. Okay, 8:30 to 10:30. Take a half an hour of gap, then 11 to 1. 11 to 1, you should read another subject. For example, chemistry. Okay, and then have lunch and take 20 minutes of power nap if it is required. Otherwise, it's okay, but take a break. But power nap is always advised so that improves your memory power. So otherwise, just 1:30 you start reading, 1:30 to 3:30. You have to read the language subject, Kannada or Hindi, whatever, the language subject. Because it is a time of, see, usually, so you feel sleep. That's why it is always advised to read the subject which you want to, which is interesting or which you want to work out. So you have to go for maths or else. Okay, maths. You can read maths here. And take a break, have snacks, light snacks, and then 4 to 6. 4 to 6 you can read another subject, that is Kannada, Hindi or Sanskrit, whatever you have, language subject. And then again half an hour break, and 6:30 to 8:30. 6:30 to 8:30 you can read your other subject, that is bio or CS or electronic statistics, whatever. You can complete 6 subjects. So after having your dinner, so 9 to 11 p.m. 9 to 11 p.m. you can revise whatever you have studied, or so you can solve any papers, previous year papers, or it is better to do diagrams, charts, or whatever you have studied, just recall that before going to sleep. So it is, if you follow this method, definitely you can score good marks, students. So like this, during study holidays, you give 2 hours per each subject. Minimum of 2 hours you have to spend for each subject continuously, okay? Without break, you should read thoroughly one subject for 2 hours. And see, during exams, see, after getting your question paper, first 10 minutes you have to read the question paper thoroughly. Just go on reading the question paper, okay? So what and all you know, you just put it, you should not put tick mark, just put dot, or you just keep in mind which and all you can write. And because you should write all the known first, okay? So every time, so in first 2 pages of the question, answer sheet booklet, it is always better to write the known thing first, okay? And next, in last 10 minutes, you have to recheck the answers. Whether you have written it properly or not, you should check whether you have written numericals, whether you have underlined all the important topics, okay? Question number is written properly or not. All the formulas has to be kept inside the box. All important has to be underlined, okay? And your register number should be checked again. Whether you have written all the question number, register number, main number, everything, main part number should be written properly. And within 2 hours 20 minutes, you have to solve that question paper. So here I have one suggestion how to answer within 2 hours 20 minutes. You have to solve entire question paper in 2 hours 20 minutes. See, for that, first 20 marks you have to answer in 30 minutes. See that within 30 minutes, you answer first 20 marks. That is, say in physics, 15 MCQs will be there and 5 filling the blanks. So these total 20 marks questions has to be answered within 30 minutes. If you start answering from 10:15, by 10:45 you have to complete this 20 questions, okay? 20 marks. And then in 20 minutes, you answer 10 marks. If you complete within 20 minutes, it's far better, okay? It's well and good. but at least take 20 minutes. Okay, so maximum of 20 minutes you take. If you take minimum 15 minutes, if you take means it's well. So try to complete that. 10 marks means 2 marks questions. 2 marks question, what and all you know, you answer that first. Most of the time state and explain limitations, all these, what is this, write SI unit, mention the expression, explain the terms, that type of questions will be there. Mention the factors on which it depends, writing the SI unit, definitions, that type of problems will be there, or users. Okay, so you have to answer 5 questions and within 20 minutes. Okay, you have to complete that. And the next comes 3 marks. Part C, 3 marks questions. So you need to answer 5 questions for 15 marks and take 30 minutes. Max to max you take 30 minutes. Okay, within that means it is well and good always, but take max to max 30 minutes you can take. And next comes part D. In that, long answer questions for 5 marks. You need to answer 3 questions. Okay, so for each, if you take here, if you take 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes if you take means for one derivations. Most of the time you are writing derivations in physics. If you take 10 minutes for one derivation, there are 3 derivations should be answered, and 30 minutes you can take. Max to max 30 minutes you can take. Try to complete within that, because all fixed questions will be there. Okay, most of the time the questions are fixed. So you take 30 minutes for this. And the last part is numerical problems. You need to answer any 2 of the numerical problems. Even if you take 15 minutes for one problem, so 2 can be solved within 30 minutes. Okay, like this. And almost all important numericals are there in my channel. Okay, please go through numerical part. So here there is this playlist numericals. Please go through this. Okay, AC chapters as well as current electricity. These 2 chapters are fixed. So you just go through all the important NCERT textbook numericals so that you can answer 2 questions, okay, within 30 minutes. And after completing all this, till there is a time of 20 minutes. So in this 20 minutes, you can answer extra questions. If it is required, then answer extra questions, okay. So it is always advised to answer extra questions of numerical problem or long answers or 3 marks. Because most of the time, if you start answering from 2 marks means again what happens, you won't get time for writing all extra questions. So it is better to answer only long answer questions. If you have any mistake, if you have done any mistakes in numerical problems, it is better to answer one extra numericals, right? And if in derivation, if there is any mistakes in the derivation, so it is better to answer extra questions always. So if there is a time, you answer all the extra questions in each part, or else you answer at least 5 marks extra questions. 5 and 3 marks extras should be answered. Like this, if you follow this time management, definitely you can score good marks in physics or in coming midterm exam, students. So I hope this video is helpful. Don't forget to like, share and comment your opinion. See you in next video. Until then, take care and all the very best for coming exam.